In today's video, we're going to be doing something cool. I am going to be doing an ice dye. We're going to do a spiral. It's going to be a single color, but 8 variations of that color. So we're doing a green spiral. Here are the colors that we're going to be using. These are all from Dharma. I've got forest green, lime pop, olive drab, granny apple, Cayman Island green, sage green, Kelly green, and seafoam. This is sort of borderline blue-green. So I haven't actually seen a lot of this in my searching on YouTube, so I thought this might be kind of a cool experiment. First thing I'm going to do is get a shirt spiraled up, and then we will talk about how we're going to dye it. Quick tip before I twist this guy up. You may notice that I have my shirts all inside out, and there's a reason for that. And that's actually, I can explain it here. So if you look at this shirt, these little red speckles that you can see, that's where powdered dye got directly onto the shirt. Now, if I flip this over and you look at the other side, you're going to notice that it's significantly less obvious, those little speckles. So it's sort of a best practice to flip your shirts inside out. You don't have to, because this actually does look kind of cool. But if you want to avoid any of this where powder dye gets directly on the shirt, it's going to leave these little speckles, then do your shirts inside out and it won't be as obvious. All right, I'm happy with that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get it into a tub, and it's going to be on an elevated rack. I'm going to put an ice barrier around it that's made out of aluminum foil. I'm going to put ice on top of the shirt as it is, and then we're going to do the dye over the top of the ice. That gives the chance for the dye to split, for the colors to come out, and you end up with sort of some more interesting patterns. The colors that I've shown you will only be some of the ones that will be visible on the shirt. So it's just going to be a ton of green, and we'll see if this works. Okay, here we are. So we got the tote, we got the elevated rack, this ice barrier is made out of aluminum foil. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some ice on top of this. Okay, I'm happy with that. There's actually kind of a lot of ice on this one. That'll give the powdered dye more time to split as it goes through the, I don't know, about 6 inches worth of ice that's on top of the shirt. So next thing we're going to do is the colors, and I'm going to go just a strip of each of the different greens. We'll go 8 around the circle, and then we'll see what that looks like once I'm done. Okay, I like the look of this. This sort of demonstrates something kind of interesting. If you're sort of new to tie dyeing, like I am, when you hear this is going to be all greens, you would sort of expect everything here to look pretty green, and it will in the end. But as you can see here, this looks sort of like plum, this looks blue, this looks turquoise, red, this looks primarily yellow. There's some that look kind of traditionally green, sort of what you might expect. But these colors are all just combined colors that are made up of a bunch of other different colors. So all this stuff is going to go through the ice, and it's going to split down, and hopefully it will look super cool. But we won't know until tomorrow. So I am going to put this in my bathtub. That's where I do my rinse outs. And I'm going to leave. I'll come back and look at it in like maybe 5 or 6 hours, see if it needs more ice. But there's a lot on there. I think we're probably good. And then tomorrow we will pop it open. Well, I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow after the ice has melted through. You can see what that looks like. Then I'll do a rinse out, and then we'll do a reveal. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, it's a day later, and here's what we got before the rinse out. I think it's going to be killer. You never really know, but this looks like a lot of cool stuff going on. So something I thought I might point out is that there's still a whole bunch of dye that hasn't dissolved. I find that it's really common with the yellows, but it's nothing to worry about. because it does still make it through. So I have a bunch of shirts that I've made where I thought, oh, maybe I should have put more dye, more ice on there to get more of the yellow through, but the yellow still looked great. And this isn't actually yellow. Just a reminder, this is just the way that the dye looks before it's dissolved through. So next I'm going to go ahead and rinse it all out, and then we'll bring it back and pop it open. Okay, I am trying not to get too excited too early, but I think there's some real cool stuff going on here. So up top, we got a little bit of chartreuse color, bronze-ish. There's definitely going to be some blue in here. But let's pop it open and see how it turned out, because I am stoked. Come on. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of hoping to see a little bit more of the white streaks in here, but there was probably just a little bit too much dye. Fortunately, after a couple of washes, this is gonna look way different, because there's so many different greens going on. In this corner here, we got that little bit of blue. It's a bronze, but I think it's going to improve. I don't dislike it, but I might have got my hopes up a little too much. I think it's still going to look super cool though. So I will wash it, and then we'll do some pictures at the end. It's going to be lighter, I know that, and just hope it lightens up significantly in this area. So if you like this video, hit it with a like. If you don't mind subscribing, that would be cool. And I will see you on the next video.